Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that do not know, my name is Sabrina and I do makeup here on my channel. Today's video is going to be me doing 3 looks with one palette, and of course the palette I'm going to be using today is the JACLYN Hill palette volume 2 times Morphe. I've been so excited to use this palette. I've had it for about a week now, but I kind of wanted to try it out for the first time here on camera, and I'm going to be creating 3 looks today with this palette just to kind of show you guys how diverse this palette is, even though it is a very colorful palette. Let me go ahead and take it out of the packaging just so that way you can see what it looks like. So it comes like this. This is the typical JACLYN Hill palette, very sleek, white, silver, that is her thing, white and silver. It looks exactly like the old palette, except it doesn't have that like really dirty material that was kind of hard to clean. This one is really glossy and it looks easy to clean. So this right here is the volume 2 and this is the volume 1. This is the first ever launch one. I had never purchased the new one that she came out with. This is the very first one that she came out with. So it is very dirty. You can tell it is really beat up and it's very, very hard to clean. So on the back it does say Morphe times JACLYN Hill. This is what the first one looks like, and as you can tell I kind of hit pan on a couple of shades here because I love this palette. It's really diverse and it has a lot of neutrals and browns in there, which is why I really liked this palette. But this one is way more colorful, but I love this one just because I am a girl that loves to do colorful looks. If you look at my Instagram, that's pretty much all my Instagram is very colorful looks. So for me, this is a really good investment because I wear lots of colors on the eyes. If you're not a person that wears too much pops of color, it's still a good palette because it does have some browns and burgundies in here, as well as some peachy tones up here on this first row. So I feel like it's a really good palette to have in your collection. I am going to be testing it out today. I'm going to do 3 different looks with it, so that way you can kind of get the idea of how this palette can be used. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would be greatly appreciated and I would love you guys so much, like I have said plenty of times here before. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So as you can already tell, I already have done my makeup and lipstick and everything off camera, just because today's video is going to be mainly focused on the eyes. So I am going to bring you in just a little bit, just so that way you can kind of see what I'm doing in a closer angle. Yes, you're gonna be all up in my face, but it's okay. That is the whole point of this video. First thing first, I am gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade light neutral. BRB, I cannot find my beauty blender. Okay, after 10 years of looking for a beauty blender, I finally found it. Alright, the first shade I am going to be going in with is this one right here, which is the shade called Love Handles. It is a very soft, peachy toned shade. So the first look I'm going to be doing is kind of like an everyday look. So I'm going to be using the shade Love Handles and just apply this right into the crease. And I'm using a Morphe M518 brush to apply this shade. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit more just to kind of deepen up the shade. Alright, next shade I'm gonna be picking up is this one right here, which is called Comfort Zone. I'll be applying that with a Morphe M573 brush, and I'm gonna apply that directly to the crease just to kind of darken up the crease area and create a little bit more depth into the look. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that shade and kind of apply it towards the outer area of the eye. Alright, next I'm going to be picking up an even fluffier brush. I'm going to be using this one right here, which is the one I got from the Kylie Jenner palette, And I'm going to be picking up this shade right here, which is called Perfectionist. And I'll be using just a little bit of this on the outer areas of the eyeshadow, just to really blend everything in together and make it look really nice and seamless. And so far I'm not really experiencing any fallout. As you can tell, no fallout has fallen onto my face, which is great. Next, I'm going to pick up an E17 Morphe brush. I'm going to be picking up a little bit more of that Comfort Zone shade, which is the kind of darker shade right here of these three. I'm going to apply this to the waterline for a smoky eye effect, because your girl loves smoking out her waterline. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is GRWM, which means Get Ready With Me. Oh, so pretty. This shade right here, which is kind of like a lighter pinky shade, which is called Ride or Diamonds. And this is going to go towards the inner corner of the eye. Alright, now I'm going to pick up my favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and I'm going to apply some mascara to the bottom and top lashes. Alright, so this is look number one. It is a very soft, really peachy toned look. This might be my new go-to everyday look. It is so simple, so cute. I love it. Really, really, really loved the way it came out. So this is look number one. You know, that basic everyday look that you can get from this palette. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to look number two. Okay, I went ahead and wiped off the first look so that way we can start off with a blank canvas for the second look. So looking at the palette, I noticed there's a lot of pinky tones in this palette. So I really want to play around with the pink tones in here. So I am going to create an all pink look, which we're going to see how this kind of plays out, because for those of you that don't know me, I don't really like pink. Pink is not my cup of tea. It's not my favorite thing in the world. But I do want to do a pink look because she has a lot of pinky tones in here. So we are going to do a pink look today. So the first shade I'm going to be dipping into is this one right here, which is the shade called Next. And I'll be applying that with an Morphe M433 brush. And I'm going to start by applying this right here on the outer corner towards the crease. Bring you in just a little bit. So now that I applied that shade, I'm gonna start going in circular motions around the edge of where I applied the shade and just start to slowly blend it out. The next shade I'm going to be dipping into is this one right here, which is called Dance Party. I'm going to be applying this one with a Morphe M518 brush. And this is just going to go around that first shade to really blend everything out. I'm going to pick up the Morphe M433 brush again, and I'm going to dip into a little bit of Crazy, and a little bit of Next. Kind of mix the two together. And I'm going to apply this right here just to kind of add a little bit more depth. So I do want to add a little bit more neon to this look, because might as well, we're doing all bright pinks anyway. So I'm going to dip into a little bit of this one right here with the Kylie Jenner fluffy brush, and I'm going to be applying that towards the inner corner of the eye. Okay, so the next shade that I'm going to be applying all over the lid is this one right here, which is called Empowered, and it's this really pretty shimmer hot pink shade, and it's just calling my name. So I'm going to apply this all over the lid. I kind of want to add a little bit of this shade right here, which is Drama Queen, to the inner portion of the eye. Okay, so now for the bottom portion of the eye, I don't know if I want to stick to the pink or add like a pop of color and do like maybe a purple shade or maybe one of these orange shades. I'm kind of feeling the shade My Man, but I don't know how the orange will tie in with the pink. Actually, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Hard On, which is kind of like a like pinky orange shade. And I'm gonna pick up my Morphe M408 brush to grab some of that and apply that to the bottom portion of the eye. Whoa, this shade is so freaking pigmented. Jesus. Okay, but that shade had a lot of fallout. All right, so I feel like with this dramatic of a look, it does need lashes. I am not a type of person that likes to wear really dramatic eye looks without false lashes. I feel like the look isn't complete and it just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off camera really quick and apply some false lashes and come back and kind of show you just how beautiful this look will look with lashes, because lashes just make everything better. But yeah, I will be right back. I'm back with look number 2. I really love the way it came out. I went ahead and applied some lashes off camera, and these are the lashes that I applied. I went ahead and used the lashes in the Style Queen from the Onfleek box that I talked about in my last video. If you missed that video, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave it down in the description box, but if not, I'll go ahead and talk about it really quickly. Again, it is a subscription. You pay $19.99 a month for the subscription, and you get sent 4 different lashes in each box. These are by far my favorite lashes that I have been sent. They're in the Style Queen. But yeah, they're just so beautiful, very fluffy, and they're super comfortable. That's my biggest thing, is I used to wear lashes, and of course they were like the cheap ones that I would buy at like my local beauty store, and they were really pretty and complimented all my looks, but they were so uncomfortable, and I would dread wearing them all day long, and I could only last a couple of hours because I'd have to take them off because they were so annoying. But these are very comfortable and I can last all day in them. But yeah, I'll leave their information down in the description box as well, so that way you can check them out, because their lashes are bomb as fuck. But anyway, this is look number 2. I really love the way it came out. I didn't think I would, just because I'm not a pink type of person. I usually don't wear pinks on my eyes. I have in the past before, just for fun, but this is actually a look that I can wear out and I wouldn't mind wearing it out. It looks really pretty, but I feel like the camera is not doing it justice. Like, looking at it in the mirror and just looking at it in person, it looks so freaking fire, but in the camera I feel like it's not picking up, you know, all the beautifulness of the look, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. Oh my god, I keep getting lipstick on my teeth. If I have lipstick on my teeth at any point in this video, please do not mind me. I am sorry. I'm wearing gloss and that shit keeps getting on my teeth. But anyway, let's go ahead and just move on to the last and final look. Alright, so I'm back to do the last look. So for this look, I really want to incorporate as much colors as I can into one look. So I'm gonna kind of do like a rainbow type of look. Maybe not rainbow. I think I want to stay towards mostly the purples, reds, and orange colors because I already used most of the pinks. I might incorporate a little bit of pinks, but I mainly want to focus on the yellows, oranges, and like red tones of this, and also incorporate a little bit of purple. I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know if it's gonna come out good or not, but we're gonna go ahead and just play with kind of the rest of the shades of this palette, and hopefully it comes out good. If not, then it's okay. I really just want to test out the eyeshadows and see how they wear on the lids anyway, so hopefully it comes out good. If it doesn't, that's okay. Let's go ahead and just get started. The first shade I'm going to pick up is the yellow shade in the palette, which is the shade No Joke. And I'm going to be picking up that shade with a Morphe M507 brush. I'm going to apply this to the inner corner of the eye. So this yellow shade isn't as pigmented as I hoped and thought it would be. Okay, so this color isn't as pigmented as I hoped, but that's okay. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is this one right here, which is called Positivity. I'm going to slightly place this on top of the yellow shade to kind of blend them two together and kind of create like an ombre effect. Actually, I think I want to make this shade like a transition shade for the shade My Man, which is a really rich orange. So I'm actually going to just pick up a Morphe M518 brush. Grab a little bit more of that shade and kind of blend it towards the eyebrow. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more of No Joke, which is the yellow shade, to try and kind of bring it out a little bit on the inner corner, but it's not really working. Dip into this really bright, vibrant orange right here, which is the shade called My Man. I'm going to place this in the crease of the other shade we applied, which is Positivity. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Next, I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is called Lolly Mama, which is a pink shade. And I'm going to grab a Morphe M573 brush to apply that. And this is going to go towards the outer edge of the eye. So I think I'm going to stick to yellow, orange, pink, and red up top to create kind of this like ombre-ish effect, orangey kind of eye. And then at the bottom, I'll go in with the purples to kind of play and have a little bit of fun with color. So I actually kind of want to dip into a little bit of this one right here, which is Feeling Myself, just to kind of test it out. Because, I mean, why not? Why not? And I'm gonna just apply that over the other orangey shades. Dipping into this one right here, which is kind of the one that I was most excited to try out, is because it is a red, but it has like little flakes of glitter in it. But it looks like a really pretty red, and I'm excited to use it because usually reds are really hard to blend out, really hard to even achieve as a shadow itself. So let's go ahead and test that one out. We're going to be grabbing that on a Morphe M433 brush, and this I'm going to place right here on the outer edge of the eye. I'm going to do a half cut crease because that yellow shade that we used, the shade No Joke, didn't really show at all. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with some concealer and see if applying it over concealer makes a difference. Now that the crease is nice and cut, I'm going to be picking up that yellow shade again, and let's hope that this time the pigment is there, because the last time I applied it was not. So it actually is showing up a lot better with the concealer underneath. Now that I applied that towards the inner corner of the cut crease, I am going to be picking up this shade right here, which is a gold shade, and it's the shade name called Talia, and this is going to be going in the middle of the eye, the middle portion of the cut crease. Alright, next I'm going to be picking up a little bit of the shade My Man, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to kind of blend it into that gold shade. Picking up that other shade, the red shade called Living My Best, and blending all of this together so that way you don't have any harsh lines. Alright, so for the bottom portion of the eye, I'm going to be using these three purple shades right here. I'm going to first start off with the shade Therapy Session towards the inner corner of the eye, then blend it out to this shade right here, which is the shade A Moment. And then last, I'm going to go in with this shade right here that's called Not My Journey. So these three right here are going to go towards the bottom of the eye. And I'll pick up just a small, precise brush and dip into that first shade, which is Therapy Session, or Therapy Sesh, I'm sorry. Next, picking up A Moment, which is a shimmer shade of the purple. Then last, dipping into My Journey. Or Not My Journey, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm noticing with every single one of those purple shades, there is extreme fallout, like it's coming out a lot. So make sure to kind of tap off your brush before you dip into it. This is the final product of this eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one off camera and apply some lashes, and then I will come back to close out this video. I am back with look number 3. I actually really like the way this look came out, but it is not something I would wear every single day. It is really, really colorful. It has oranges, pinks, reds, and purples in it, and also yellow. It does remind me of like Easter, so this is something probably I would wear for Easter, but it is really pretty. And if you love doing colorful looks, like this look is bomb as hell, like fire. But if you are not a colorful look type of person, then this is probably not something you're gonna navigate to. You'll probably navigate to like the first look I did, which was more peachy tone, neutral shades, wasn't really out there. The second look was mainly using pink shadows, which again is another colorful look, but it was using literally nothing but pinks, just different types of pinks. And I actually really like the second look that I did. I think that was my favorite. Definitely let me know down below which look was your favorite. I think I would vote for look number 2. It just came out so bomb. It looked so pretty. But yeah, definitely let me know down below which look was your favorite look. I hope you enjoyed the 1 palette 3 look tutorial. If you guys like that, definitely let me know, and I'll do more videos like that using just one palette and creating a whole bunch of looks just to kind of give you an idea of what a palette can really do. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It would be greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys next video. Bye. That was actually pretty good intro, except the fact that I had freaking shit on my teeth. God damn it. Now I'm gonna have to start it over.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
I really haven't done my taxes.